Hey Floss Tube, it's Amber with the Stitchery, and I am here with
Corbin,
my daughter, and today we are excited to reveal our brand new Halloween fabric series for you guys, as well as 3 brand new cross stitch patterns. I got bit by the cross stitch designing bug apparently for this spooky series, so I went with it. So we'll go into that, but first let's talk about summer. I hope all of your summers are going very well. We're almost to 4th of July here, which to me personally means as soon as 4th of July hits, like summer's like dwindling away and we have to start thinking about school. So what have you been doing?
I've been doing summer school. It's online and I'm taking the health course. So
Freshman. She's a freshman in high school.
It's crazy. I've been doing swimming 5 days a week.
Yes.
It's been a lot.
2 hours
a day. I've been doing archery. I'm going up to the Iowa Games. If you guys know what that is, it's like the Iowa Olympics.
Yeah. So neighboring states can join the Iowa Games. Who knew? But her dad competed in the Iowa Games when he was younger in track. So once we figured out she could go, we wanted her to be able to do it. And it's the Iowa Games 40th anniversary. So we're going to try it out and see how she likes it.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot a little bit further than she usually shoots.
Yeah.
So,
but we've been shooting in the barn to practice.
Good.
So it's not as bad. We don't really have anything planned for the 4th of July. We don't know.
An inflatable pool.
An inflatable pool.
And Corbin and I are going to set it up. Don't know how it's going to go because my husband has said good luck. So we're going to set it up and see if the wind takes it or if we're able to actually just sit and cool off or sit and watch fireworks in it. We don't know. We don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah, we don't know.
But yeah, and then we just have to get ready for freshman year. She's got to get clothes. She's got to get her hair done. We have to get like our act together.
We've been thinking about homecoming.
Yeah, she's been thinking. We got the date already for homecoming, so we have one dress already. And then she's wanting to look at other stuff. So very exciting. Fun stuff coming. But I will say this fabric series and cross stitch patterns for Halloween has been really, really fun. She's been involved in it. It's actually been a family affair. So first off, I want to thank you because you helped me and she helped me with all the photo shoots. So all of the professional photos you see in today's floss tube with the patterns and stuff are taken by her. So she gets the photo credit for that. So that's awesome. And then my parents helped as well. They love my mom's stitches, of course, you guys know that. But my dad got into the mix because he loves Halloween and especially what this series is based on. He had lots and lots of opinions and a lot of ideas. We had to say, simmer down. Yeah. But a lot of cool stuff has come from this. So I want to thank my parents. And then of course, my nephew, he is the critic. So whenever my mom is stitching, he is like a Roman emperor. He'll give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a middle thumb. So apparently she did good work. So thank you for quality control, Lawrence. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We have I keep saying it's fun. It is totally fun. So we're about 5 minutes in. Let's just get to it. Without further ado, this is Monster Mash 2. And Monster Mash 2 is a revisiting, if you will, of Monster Mash, which was a couple of years ago. Monster Mash had all of our big guys in it. We had Dracula, Wolfman, the Mummy, the Bride, Frank, and just an overarching word of villainous for our fabric series. This time we are like moving a few decades up. We're hitting the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. There are a ton of monsters out there. So this Monster Mash can just keep going as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's fun. So this Monster Mash 2 is inspired by the monsters of a few decades ago. I have seen all of these movies, but Corbin, you've seen almost all of them with parental guidance. I just want to say that because some of them are not. I just want to say there was parental guidance, closing of eyes, like everything. But I will say this one, not scared of anything.
No.
Like, she laughs and points at me because I am the worst scaredy cat of them all. I cringe and throw a fit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really watch scary movies because they don't scare me, so I don't really know much, I would say.
She doesn't, but we've tried to give her kind of like
context,
a tour of what we grew up watching. Keith and I grew up watching,
yeah.
So. All right, let's get started. I'm going to show you, as always, Ada first. There are 7 pieces in the Monster Mash 2 collection. Linda, I'm going to leave out for this floss tube because there is so much we need to talk about and so much cool stuff for you to see. Linda is in the shop as well as the opalescent that we're going to go over. Are you tired?
Stop.
Are you bored? As well as the opalescent and the regular Ada, that'll be in the shop. Now, if you guys want linen is going to be available through my shops that are down below in the description. Those are the shops that buy wholesale from me. So they buy the linen, they buy all of the counts that I have. So linen you guys can get from the shops down below. Okay, so let's go through. We're gonna do alphabetical order because that's just easiest. So the first one for Monster Mash 2 is, oh here, you're my Vanna.
Yeah.
Sorry, is Eternal Fog. And get all up in there. Okay, Eternal Fog is inspired by the best movie, in my opinion, of teenage just vampire movie, The Lost Boys. And there you go. And it is just, yeah, it says it all. There was a lot of fog in that movie. And by the way, best soundtrack, if you guys have ever listened to the Lost Boys soundtrack, one of the best, I think, in my opinion. So, okay, so that's Eternal Fog. And I'll tell you, black, white, and all colors pop on that guy. So, all right, next up is Ghoulish. And this is a beautiful, beautiful mix of all sorts of purples, browns, greens, and teals. And then Ghoulish is inspired by the hilariously funny intros and outros of the Crypt Keeper. This is emulating the Crypt Keeper's skin. I loved watching, not so much the actual show, like I would just panic and flip out, but the Crypt Keeper himself was so stinking funny. I showed her some clips this weekend. She did not think anything was funny. She thought it was stupid.
Well, it was mainly they would rhyme scream and all the other Halloween words,
but that
together.
Yeah,
and
but
it just wasn't that funny.
Anyway.
Oh, I did my nails.
Yeah. They look good. Okay, Anyway, the Crypt Keeper, hilarious. I think she doesn't. So, all right. And the animatronics and the puppetry back then, good Lord. Jim Henson did a fantastic job. He was awesome anyway.
It looked really cool, but I just...
cool.
Oh, well. Thing.
But, okay, so back to Ghoulish, just really quick. Black's going to pop. White's going to pop. This is a great, in my head, I consider this one a neutral along with Eternal Fog because you can get a lot of color on here that's going to work. Bright Halloween colors are going to look really good on this. Okay, next up, similar to our overarching word that we had, like villainous back in Monster Mash, this is our word for Monster Mash 2, and it is grim. And this is an awesome purple black. And believe it or not, black will work on this. And I have a finishing piece to show you. And white's gonna pop. Just, it's a great color if you're not wanting just a flat purple or a flat black for your Halloween stitching.
It kind of looks like Maleficent, sort of. Like,
kind of
vibe.
But it's grim because all of these characters we're talking about are grim and villainous as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we're going to get a little brighter in our fabric. So go ahead and hold up the next one. And this is Maniac. And then bring it out. There you go. Keep it there. Keep it up. All right. Now, Maniac is based on our 1970s first Halloween movie. This is beautiful yellow, orange, and red-orange mix up here. That's kind of like a glowing pumpkin, kind of. But it's named Maniac. That name comes from... I watched a lot of pop-up video in college, and I know a lot of weird facts. Did you know, this is where this name comes from, did you know that the song, hold it up, that the song Maniac from Flashdance was originally written for one of the Halloween sequels?
I'm not surprised.
Because if you listen to the words and you change she to he, he's a maniac, he's knocking on your door. I mean, to me, that screams Michael Myers. So that was a fun fact I learned from pop-up video back in the day. I wish they still had that. Watched a lot of VH1. And like behind the music stuff. I know too much. But anyway, this is really cool. This is a great alternative. Jacked up from the Spooky series. That was the very first fabric series. That is an orange, but it has tons of yellow, and then it's got splashes of pink and purple in them. This does not. This is if you are looking for like a warm toned, no pink, no purple fabric or color, this is it. So Maniac. Okay. Next up, we're gonna go back to probably the 60s, maybe even the 60s. We're gonna go early 60s to the creature from Black Lagoon. This is called Murky Lagoon, and it is a beautiful fabric. Again, in my head, I base this as a neutral, just like Ghoulish and Eternal Fog, because you can get so many colors on here and really stitch this any way. It's got some beautiful browns in here, creams in the lighter parts, greens and teals. So very, very cute, very pretty.
This would be like good if you did like a sky background. It could be like greenish blue sky.
It could.
Yeah.
And underwater scenes. If you're doing like a mermaid thing, shipwreck, any type of marine type, that would be really cool on this fabric as well. So there you go. That is Murky Lagoon. And then now we're gonna come up to the 80s again, And we are going to go into the swamp. Now you have seen this. You did not like it. You thought it was dumb. You were like 5. This is who I'm dealing with at 5 years old. She just said turn it off. We're going into the swamp, and it's a B movie, and it's called Swamp Thing. So this is radioactive. This is a bright green. So this is going to pop all of your colors. White is going to show up on this one too, guys. It is a deep bright green, if that makes sense. Bring it up. There you go. And it's just got patches. I did a bunch of halftones on here just to show, because radioactive, you're kind of a mess if you get into that stuff, just like Swamp Thing did. So it's just awesome. It's a bunch of awesome greenness. If you remember back to I Got Slimed from the Spooky Fabric series, that is more blobs of green. This is more just like super, super distressing and all over the place, because it's kind of what your genes and your atoms are doing when you're being radioactive. So that is radioactive. Oranges are gonna pop, blacks, purples, teals are gonna look fantastic on that fabric. So, okay, the last one is probably one of my favorite all times. Have you seen it? Oh, you've seen it. You were little though.
The movie?
The movie we're gonna talk about. Don't say the word yet.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh God, of course. It's hilarious, and it's just a classic. It's got wonderful actors in it, and it's just so funny and still stands today, I think. You would like it if you just...
Would I?
You know what? I don't think she likes anything, guys, so I don't know. But go ahead and hold it up. This is in honor of young Frankenstein, and this is called Twisted Lobes. Now, Corbin, get all up in that camera, and okay, too close. You're giving him a headache. Okay. These are, I designed lobes of the brain. So you are looking at a brain with, it's abnormal because you can't get a good brain in young Frankenstein. So it's got distressing around it because it is in distress, because it's really abnormal. So push it to the, no, do portrait. There you go. So very cool. This is a pink Halloween fabric, which I have not done actually. So this is, this should be good for all of you stitchers that love the Halloween Summerween pink. This will give you your pink in the fabric. And here, you can put it down. And then it will also, as always, the more you stitch on this, the lobes and the activity going on in this fabric kind of fade away the more you stitch on it. As I always say, I never want your stitching, my fabric to overpower your stitching. So that is Monster Mash 2. I hope you love it just as much as I do and you do. Mm-hmm. Do you love it?
I do.
Okay. I have to make sure.
I'm stuck at home with her, so that's all I hear about.
Well, yeah, that's just all we've been talking about. And yeah, now Needlework Market, because I'm Marketplace. I'm trying to figure that out now too. So and then we started talking about Christmas. So yeah, she's not ready for this, but that's okay. You're a great help. But this is Monster Mash 2, and I just want to fan it for you guys because it's gorgeous and it's a rainbow of color. Again, I like giving you guys options in your fabric. So oops, there you go. Okay, those are 7 pieces of, or totally now we have 32 Halloween fabrics. That's insane.
Do?
Yes, 32. So 4 fabric series. So we had the Spooky series, we had Monster Mash, we had last year's Haunted Garden, and then this year's Monster Mash 2. So 32 fabrics in total. And then as far as opalescence, we have 19 from those 32 that are on opalescent fabric that look fantastic. So let's get into that. I have 4 fabrics for you guys for Monster Mash 2. And go ahead and hold up the first one and let's get some good glitter light. All right, so this is Maniac on opalescent, so back it up. You can see that glitter, that shine. Opalescent works really well with the yellow, probably because it has the threads have green in it, but it looks awesome. That looks good. Okay, next is Radioactive, green on green. You know me with the opalescent, green on green. Let's try and get some more.
Yeah.
It's being... It's not wanting to catch it, but it's there.
I can see it.
You can?
You can trust me.
Can you?
I don't know about her.
All right, that was Radioactive. Okay, and then next, Grim. That's gorgeous. I like that. Okay, and then last but not least, I had to, guys, Twisted Lobes. Look at that, it just shines. It's really pretty. Okay, cool. Well, that is...
It's our fabric.
Yeah, our fabric. Monster Mash 2. So now... Alright, now we're going to talk about the cross-stitch patterns. I've got 3 cross-stitch patterns for you guys that correlate with Monster Mash 2. And from all of your comments, emails, and text messages, thank you so much for your input. I greatly appreciate it. You guys said you wanted friends for Glenn. So we have done that. He's got 3 friends that live in the labs of Dr. Frankenstein's castle. One lives in and out of the labs when Dr. Frankenstein lets him in. He's a little squirrely and goofy and mischievous. So we'll start with him. His name is Emmett. And here, you want to hold up? And this is Trick or Treat. And here is Emmett. He loves trick-or-treating. He loves candy. Anytime he can get his hands on some candy, he goes for it, even if it does cause a little mishap or 2 along the way. He's super, super cute. He's a teal monster with some big horns, big eyes, and a reptilian tail. He is surrounded by his favorite thing, candy, in this cross-stitch pattern, as well as his favorite phrase, trick or treat. I love the typography I did on here, just to kind of like do something a little bit different for you. Super fun candy corn in trick, and just fun Halloween patterns in treat. And you can put that down if you want. So this pattern, I'm going to take it off here. Sorry, Cor. This, I'll remove it. This sits on this wooden pumpkin I got from Amazon. I painted it, I distressed it, and it's only not connected because of product photos that we've been doing. But he will sit on here, and then he will hang in a Halloween wreath that we made. So I'm just gonna take this off so we can talk about it. Can you put that over there for me? Thank you. All right, so Trick or Treat is 108 by 122 stitches. So that comes to about 8 by a little over 8.5 inches. So very, very cute. And it is all in DMC. I made it super easy because these colors are really, really fun and there are a lot of them. So made it easy to pick the colors, super fun, super bright. Let's see. So for this pattern, as I said, DMC, the sample is stitched on 14 count Eternal Fog. So as you can see, white is popping off this guy, black is popping, and you can see all of these awesome bright colors are working beautifully with Eternal Fog. There you go. And then as far as the pattern this time, I made the patriotic patterns just a little small. So I blew these up for you guys. And since this is a larger pattern, I wanted to make it easy for you guys to see. So these will be on 8.5 by 11 sheets. The patterns will. So here is the cover. So when you get it, the cover will look like this, and you can thank Corbin for the wreath setup and the photo. She did a fantastic job. And then on the back, we have a little blurb about Emmett. I have all of your DMC colors listed, all of your info you need, as well as sharing. So basic pattern, but I wanted to show you that it is bigger, so you are going to be able to see the pattern a lot easier than the patriotic ones. So you live and you learn. Yeah, so I fixed it. But okay, so that was Emmett. He's super, super cute. And then I wanted to mention, before we go to the other two, that when you order, while supplies last, when you order Monster Mash 2 fabric, you're going to get a special project card with our 3 friends on the project card, as well as Emmett in a little decal sticker. He's ready to trick or treat, so he can hang out on your water bottle or on your stitchy stand. So he's very, very cute. All right, so Emmett, he loves to trick or treat. He's a little mischievous and he gets a little nosy in the lab. So let's walk into Dr. Frankenstein's lab and check out what's sitting on his table. So first off, sitting on his table is going to be Abner. And Abner, he's a little glitchy.
A little abnormal.
A little abnormal. So if you want to hold him up, he is our brain. And this is a jar sitting on Dr. Frankenstein's lab workbench. He is, yeah, he's a little glitchy. So this pattern is called Brain Glitch. And you can see Abner here. He is adorable. He's floating in his jar that is clearly labeled abnormal. So nobody needs to touch Abner or try to put him in a monster brain.
I don't think anyone wants to touch a brain.
Yeah, it's kind of squishy. So he's in his jar and he's just floating around, and he's got little sparkles, little, I don't know, electric things flying around him. So he's very, very cute. And I stitched this on 14 count twisted lobes. It's all starting to come around now. Twisted lobes. Yeah, finished him as you are looking at a jar sitting on a shelf. And then the finishing piece I got was from Hobby Lobby, and it's in the quotes kind of section, like almost by the cash registers. I spray painted it black and then just traced the shape to get the sticky board shape and then put him on there. So continue to hold Abner up. So with Abner, I decided to use Classic Colorworks floss. I originally started out with DMC. I could not find the right brain colors that I thought popped the best. So with him, we're doing Classic Colorworks. Now I did put a DMC conversion in the pattern, but I wanted to show you, I did some specialized floss that you can use or you don't have to use. I put options like regular DMC options as well as regular Classic Colorworks options if you guys don't want to stitch the specialty. But if you, it's hard to see, but in his magenta eye, which is actually Jelly Roll from Classic Colorworks, there is one strand of Jelly Roll floss and one strand of the Rainbow Gallery. I'll get it out in a second and show you the Rainbow Gallery magenta that matches Jelly Roll. So to give his iris a little bit of a glow, a glitter, like a metallic glitter, so you can kind of see it there in the light. And then as for the white, and just the white in abnormal and in the eyes, I did a metallic glow in the dark. So you can see it's got a little bit of sparkle, but if you were on my Instagram and you saw the sneak peeks I did a full glow in the dark picture of Abner, and with his eyes just popped out and the word abnormal, and it pops. Like, this glow in the dark floss is awesome. So here is the Rainbow Gallery treasure braid that I used one strand with one strand of Jelly Roll for his eye. And then the glow in the dark is still Rainbow Gallery, but it's the silk lame braid that glows in the dark. So very, very cool. I know I got this from 123 Stitch. And then the treasure braid, I just got at my local needlework shop down in, well, it's not local, it's ways away, it's Branson, but it's Cecilia's. But I know tons and tons of shops carry the treasure braid. But I have all of the, like, the numbers and everything that you need in the pattern. So these are the two specialty things just to make Abner stand out a little bit more and a little bit more spooky. It'll be fun to display him at, you know, on your shelf, and then at night walk in and see his little eyeballs glowing and reading abnormal. It'll be cute. So I'll show you the pattern. So here is Brain Glitch.
It's Abner's head.
Oh, is it?
Skull.
We're in Dr. Frankenstein's lab. And then the back, we have a little bit of an intro about Abner. I have your Classic Colorworks floss. I have some back stitching because, as you can see, I do like big Smyrnas in Abner's jar. Super easy. Just straight stitching. But I give you all the DMC conversions, and then here is the specialty floss and what you need to do for that. He is 70 by 86 stitches. And then that ends up being about 5 by 6 size when you stitch them on 14 count, which I did on the twisted lobes. So there you have it. This is Abner. And again, big pattern size for you guys. Okay, the last cross stitch pattern I have for you is a friend for Abner. And he is quite the, what do you call it?
Dapper.
Dapper dude. His name is Rotley the Left, and he keeps Abner, you know, company, sitting on the workbench all day. At least they're together, because the good doctor is in and out all the time. There's monsters being created around the clock, so they're coming and going, and then Emmett is sneaking in as well. So Rotley is a good buddy for Abner. So if you want to hold him up, Rotley is hanging out in his jar. He's a little bit smaller than Abner, and he is a severed hand holding his very favorite sweet sticky eyeball sucker that he loves to show off. And he also loves to pick treats for all of the other guests that show up in the lab. So there he is in all his glory. Rotley is showing off the new sucker. In his jar, he's floating around with the same kind of electricity and excitement that Abner has as well in his jar. Let's see. So Rotley is stitched on 16 count ghoulish, and he is, like I said, a little bit smaller because I stitched on 16, and here is Abner. So they sit together and they just kind of hang out. Now with Rotley, I stitched him, like I said, on the 16 count, but the stitch count is exactly the same, the 70 by 86. So if you wanted to stitch both of these guys together in one piece, or put them side by side like we're doing, but you wanted them the same size, they will be. I just wanted to kind of do something a little bit different with Rotley here. So there he is. And then this is classic Colorworks floss as well. It is a mix of the same classic Colorworks floss that is in Brain Glitch for Abner, just with a couple of added new colors. I did the same glow in the dark effect for the sticky eyeball sucker, the glow in the dark effect, and the metallic braid there. Again, one strand of the Jelly Roll Classic Colorworks and one strand of the metallic floss. I had no issue stitching with this Rainbow Gallery floss at all. The only real tip I can give you that is important is I didn't have to wax my floss. I didn't have to prepare it anyway. Really, the only thing that I made sure I did was I cut small pieces of these guys. So I'm not cutting like an 18-inch piece. I'm cutting maybe 6 inches. It took a little bit more stitching because you're cutting and rethreading, but the payoff is great, because if you were to do a big piece, these ends on that are gonna, like, they fray easily and they unwind really fast too. So not so much the metallic, because it's just one strand by itself, but the glow in the dark does. So I would do 6 to 8 inches of length when you are stitching with these. And these areas that you're stitching are tiny. I think I had to reload for just the whites of the eyes maybe 3 times, because I wanted to be super careful about it. But so yeah, so again, classic Colorworks for Rotley, and he's super cute. He's got a little bit of a decaying problem, but that's okay. The fluid he's in is going to preserve very well. He does need a manicure. We did fight over that.
Yeah.
We did argue over that one. It was actually a whole family text messaging debacle on what color Rotley's nails should be. She lost. Everybody else agreed yellow, which is actually Sunshine Girl from Classic Colorworks. And when picking out the Classic Colorworks, I went to a needle workshop, and I just looked at the wall of Classic Colorworks, and I tried to pick out cool colors that I had never heard of. So you guys have maybe heard of them, but I had never seen these in my life or stitched with them, and they were really, really fun to stitch with. The yellow here in his nails is called Sunshine Girl, and it's super bright. And then of course, Jelly Roll, I had never seen at all, and it's really, really pretty. And then this bright purple is Pansy Purple. Very pretty. Yeah, never expected to find that. So, and this is the same finishing piece as Abner. So there you have it. Here is the pattern. So this is the front, and then this one is the back. Oh, this is Rotley, not Abner, sorry.
Did I pick up the wrong one?
No, you're fine. I said the wrong name. So this is Rotley, and yeah, he has all of his info on here. So that is it. Let's go ahead and grab Emmett, and we'll show you everybody again. You can just grab the stitch. All right, so here's Emmett, our mischievous monster, who's a super cutie in Trick or Treat. We've got Abner and Rotley the left. Abner is in Brain Glitch, and Rotley the left is in Handpicked. I forgot to say that. The pattern name is Handpicked because he handpicks all these sweet treats for everybody. So that is it. I hope you guys like our cross stitch patterns for the Monster Mash 2 fabric series. And now we'll get to some extra stitching that we've done with Monster Mash 2. All right, now we're gonna talk about some of the extra stitching we did for Monster Mash 2. For the fabric series, my mom stitched 3 pieces, and then I was able to stitch 2 additional pieces as well. So the first piece, we'll get into the pillows, and so go ahead and hand me that first one, or show it. All right, this is the Mummy Halloween bucket, and this is from Shannon Christine's Halloween series in 2025, so last year. She did 12 different buckets, and if you recall, we stitched a bunch of buckets. My mom and I both stitched a ton. So we wanted to continue this again this year because they're so cute. So this is the mummy stitched on 14 count Grimm from Monster Mash 2. And she used all of the called for DMC. Now, as you can see on Grimm, let me take this here real quick. This is the black in Grimm. You can see the black DMC. The white pops beautifully. All of these colors pop. And then here's the back. I used, for all of these pillows, I have used Tula Pink quilting fabric, just a mix of what I have as a stash. So this is the mummy. And then as a recap of what we did last year as well, here, continue to hold up the mummy, Corbin. And then I'm going to show you, my mom last year stitched the ghost on Sapphire Tower from Haunted Garden. And then I stitched the zombie from, this is from Sundew from Haunted Garden. Let's see how many we can get in here. This is, here, you hold this one. There we go. Okay. There you go. This is the Dracula stitched on Garden Ghost Gray from Haunted Garden. And all of these are stitched with the called for. I just changed the zombie's face to teal instead of green. That's the only thing I did. But you can see the ghosts in here in the Garden Ghost Gray. And then I stitched Frankenstein on Widowmaker from the Spooky Fabric series, the very first Halloween fabric series. And he's super, super cute. Now we've got, oh, turn on in the back so they can see. There you go. Cool. All right. So now we've got a new mummy in the mix. And then we've got, let me grab it, a bat. So put the zombie down. There we go. Just throw those. Okay. So now we've got the bat, and this guy is stitched on 14 count Maniac from Monster Mash 2. Super, super cute. Grab the mummy really quick. So these are going to go back to my mom, and she has, like I said, the ghost on Sapphire Tower, which is super pretty. So she's going to have 3, and I have 3. So really we need to do all 12 each, but that's a lot. It's a lot. But very, very cute. She did a fantastic job. Here is the back of the bat. So 14 count Maniac, 14 count Grim. Okay, and then the last piece my mom did was Brenda Gervais, her best friend. Brenda doesn't know it still. I think one day she'll find out. We don't know. Do you think?
Maybe.
But I can't remember the name of this pattern, but gosh, I don't remember at all. I should have looked it up. But this is the Flying Witch, and Mom had to stitch Brenda. She wanted another Halloween stitch from her. So I found this pattern, and it is very cute. She stitched this on 14 count Radioactive, and I did just a regular Classic Colorworks floss conversion for her, so it was easier because my mom only has Classic Colorworks and DMC at her house. So, but very, very cute. Funny story. So she mails me, because she lives in Florida, she mails me all of her finishes. And she was getting ready to go on a 2-week cruise. They went to Alaska and did the sea and the land tour, which they loved. But I opened up the package, and I saw this, and I texted my mom. I go, "You are forgetting something. This looks great, but I don't see a broom on the stitch. Like, this wasn't there at all." And I go, "That's a really big piece that you forgot." Well, little did I know, she didn't forget it. It was just an extra piece for when you finish. So this is really cool. I just took some DMC floss and wrapped it around a ruler and tied a knot and cut it to make a little tassel. And it's super cute. It's a, it's a the broom of the broomstick. Is that what it's called? Does this have a particular name?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's the end, the sweeping part. The
sweeping part. There you go. Okay, so very cute. I finished it on a paddle from Chantel 141 Designs. Similar paddle to what I have finished some of the hands-on design rounds on. I spray painted this with Bear charcoal paint. The front and the back, it's got a slight shine to it. And then I used, for the circle, I used the Stitching with the Housewives 4.5 inch round sticky board. I added some Lori Holt pumpkin rickrack, and it turned out fantastic. So Mom is happy with her Brenda stitch. So she did Easter this year. Mm-hmm. She's done Halloween.
She does like every holiday from Brenda.
She does. She hasn't done like Christmas though.
No.
Or patriotic yet. So that's on the list. But she can check Brenda Halloween off this year. All right. So next up, I I stitched heart and hand. I'd never stitched a heart and hand piece before, and this was so much fun to stitch. Here, hold it, kind of put it up. There you go. So this is Halloween Town by Heart and Hand, and I stitched this on 14 count Ghoulish from Monster Mash 2. And as you can tell, this is a beautiful neutral. All of these colors are working. Man, your nails look good.
Thank you.
All of these colors are working with this. So I really think utilizing Ghoulish, as you can see on here, and you can tell on Rotley, the left, it's a great neutral. So back to Halloween Town. It was very cute. I kind of wanted to condense the town, so I kind of took out some trees and a few things, but I switched up the colors because it is mainly, Halloween Town is mainly black and orange. I wanted purple and green because I love purple and green in Halloween. So I added, and it turned out very cute, and it's small, but that's okay. I finished it on a wood pile piece from Hobby Lobby. It came gray, and then the white was already painted. I didn't have to touch anything. And I use actually this finishing piece a lot for year-round stitching. I've shown you in multiple floss tubes. So Halloween Town on Ghoulish. All right, this next piece, I started back in December because that's how far in advance I planned for fabric. So Monster Mash 2 was being developed. Cross stitch pattern making had not come to mind yet. So I picked this gigantic piece to start stitching on Eternal Fog, and it looks fantastic. I love it. Before Emmett, Abner, and Rotley showed up, or Glenn even showed up. So I kind of forgot about this piece, and was looking through my bag a couple of weeks ago and thought, oh my gosh, I need to finish this. So this has been kind of a mad dash finish for me, stitching finish, but it turned out really, really good. So this is, let's bring it up just a little bit. There you go, you got it? Okay, this is the Classic Monsters sampler by So Needle Juice. She's out of the UK. I got this pattern from her Etsy store, and it is awesome. It has all of our main characters from the great classic films back in the day.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy. And they've got so much detail on them. Like each one tells their own story, which is really, really cool. This was all, I used all the called for DMC floss, except for the black, which you guys should know by now. I use Cosmos 600. It stitches like butter for me on there. It does. You can tell a difference. But anyway, super, super cute. She had a really cool, thick border that went around it. Due to time constraints, I did not do it. But it's really, really cool if you check it out. So I finished this on some Tula Pink True Color quilting fabric, and then I finished it, if this one looks familiar, this is the same board from the kitchen section of Hobby Lobby that I spray painted black, and I used in the last floss tube, County Fair, to display my gingerbread, Mrs. Claus gingerbread finish on. That was on tractor pull fabric. So very good piece, very versatile. Kind of looks like a coffin if you back it up a little bit and look at it completely. So there you have it. This is stitched on 14 counts Eternal Fog. So that is it. That is all of Monster Mash 2. So Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What's your favorite fabric to stitch? Can you grab the fabric? We're gonna do a show really quick. Let me know in the comments what you think of the fabric, what you want to stitch on. Let me know what you think of Emmett, Abner, and Rotley. All of these are going to be live in the shop. Like I said earlier, the Ada, the Opalescent, and the Linda are going to be available in the shop. Linen you can get from the local shops down below. And then also the patterns will be available on the Etsy shop, as well as fabric bundles. You guys really like the fabric bundles that I did for for Glenn and then the Red, White, and Blessed. So I'm bringing those back again. So you'll get the pattern and you'll get the called for fabric for each. So the Eternal Fog for Emmett, Trick or Treat. For Brain Glitch and Abner, you'll get Twisted Lobes. And for Handpicked Rotley, you'll get Ghoulish. And you pick your count of fabric. I give you the specific size to get you through the piece according to the finishing size. So for the jars here, those will be a 10 by 12, and for Trick or Treat, that'll be a 14 by 16. It's a little bit big, but I stitched Trick or Treat on a 10 by 12 and I was really cutting it close. So I would rather give you guys more than enough fabric than too little. So, cause it was really, really close. Like finishing that was like, I really had to stretch the fabric. So, anyway, let's see. I think that's it. Let's go over. Oh, like and subscribe the video. Follow us for more updates. Watch us on Instagram, Facebook. Is that it? That's it. That's it. Okay. So, Corbin, hold up. There you go. We've got Eternal Fog. Nope. Oh. Eternal Fog. Ghoulish. Grim. Maniac. Murky Lagoon. Radioactive. And do you not know? Twisted Lobes. Oh my gosh. She needs a snack and a nap, I think. I do. All right, and then in the Opalescence, we've got Maniac, Radioactive, Twisted Lobes, and Grim. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah, we appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July. We'll see how our pool works out.
It's tiny.
It's 10.5 feet.
Yeah, but
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And we'll have to watch out for the dog though. He may want to get in.
He's scared of water.
Well, he may want to get in though if we're all in it. All right, so have a great 4th of July. Have a great end of summer if I don't see you. And oh, also start looking. I will be at Needlework Marketplace at the end of August. So start watching social media for info about that. Because I'm cooking up something pretty cool. So I will see you guys later. And oh, I will also have a special floss tube on Needlework Market. I didn't last year because honestly it was my first time and I didn't even think about it. But this year I am gonna have a floss tube that talks about the fabric, possibly a cross stitch pattern or two that are coming out. So that'll all be released before Marketplace takes place. Before it takes place. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.